Okay, so this is being made directly after last week's video. Okay, I have been a big fan of Onision for the last 4 years, 5 years now. I've seen every single thing video he's made 10 times, and I've kind of gone off him a bit in the last few months, but I loved his content, and a lot of the things I don't agree with a lot of the things he's done, but I've always kind of liked him. I've always, I was a big fan for a few years, and now I've kind of drifted off him a bit. Here's how Onision went. He was great all the way up until about 2012, and that's when he started to go to shit. By kind of the start of 2013, he'd just gone, like, his videos had just kind of gone to shit. And it was like, I just didn't agree with the direction he was starting to go in. And so I kind of started drifting away towards around kind of just after he hit 1 million. I kind of started drifting off a bit. All of these Onision videos that are coming out recently, I just think, what the fuck? Why are these videos coming out when half of the shit they're talking about happened 4 years ago, 5 years ago? The fucking seizure video, that was 5 years ago. I think that was 2011. The fucking killing the turtle, that was 3 years ago. Why are you bringing this shit up again? And then the whole wife thing, he shouldn't have even brought that out, but it's not even a big deal. How many couples have invited another person so they end up having like a threesome sort of thing? The making her Lainey's girlfriend or whatever, I thought that was a bit off. But how many relationships have gone this way? Why is it your business to start having a go at them, how they live their relationship? If Lainey's just gone off the idea, gone crazy publicly, and then he's had to bring this out, or, well, he kind of dragged it out as much as he can. I feel like he's definitely at the moment, kind of trying to stay relevant, or trying to become relevant, because he's never really had that much kind of relevance, if you know what I mean. He's always been quite small on, like, the grand scheme of things. I mean, the whole early days with the Shane Dawson shit, I don't know. I've always liked him. I still like him. I still think he's a good guy. I mean, he's a lot of his points I find are very valid, but he kind of goes to extreme measures to put them across. He's very much an extremist in his views. And something he's only started doing in the last couple of years is this fucking uber logic kind of attitude, which I've kind of gone off. I mean, I can't even remember what I just said. I'm moderately stoned. But yeah, he kind of, if I said, oh, he's like Hitler or whatever like that, or no, or I'd be like, he's like a murderer or something. He'd go, you think I'm a murderer? Well, if you think I'm a murderer, you think I'm like Hitler. And Hitler was the head of the Nazi party. And he ordered the deaths of 6 million Jews and started a war. So you think I'm worse than a man who started 6 million, or killed 6 million Jews? It's like, come on, mate. It's like, why are you doing that? It's like, stop. They didn't say that. Shut the fuck up. It's like South Park. It's like when that scientist is like, so, you think that the aliens did this, but then they did this, and he goes on like a big rant and comes out with some total bullshit, like, it's in the boiler suit man's pocket. I just made that up. But I don't watch South Park that regularly, but I have seen that episode. But yeah, I was watching that video against Leafy, and I've seen the other ones come out. I haven't watched them. I mean, Onision's always had his battles with his enemies. That you had that "Don't stand so close to me" guy with the fire hand. You had fucking Mr. Repzion, who is a wanker in all of his views. Forget the whole hating Onision thing and the ridiculous amount of videos he's made on Onision. His whole channel is built on Onision. When he makes videos about any other thing, he makes some valid points, but all of his points, his overall view, even though he makes some valid points, is like, what the fuck? He's like, I don't want to go on to Mr. Repzion, but my point is, Onision's always had his detractors. I think that's the right word, I don't know. I'm sure if Onision ever was to watch this video, he'd get up the fucking definition of detractors or whatever. But yeah, I mean, overall, I've always thought Onision I've always liked him, you know, and I still like him. I don't dislike him, you know. I still watch his old videos. I just don't like the kind of new way he's going with his channel and how his kind of personality has changed a lot. I suppose it could be from having a kid because you know he has a son. That's all I'm going to say. That's kind of public knowledge. I mean, I don't know much else about the kid. I think I found out his name once, and then I've kind of forgotten it. Sorry. But yeah, I wouldn't be putting that out, you know. He doesn't want the... That. I was about to go on to a thing about putting children in videos and stuff like that, but no. I keep going off to go on tangents, but I'm trying to keep this video kind of grounded and on one topic. But yeah, kind of, I've always liked him. I just don't like how he's turned out now. And, that's what I was saying. I kind of forgot my point earlier. The guy who made the video on Leafy included a video from someone else, and I've actually watched his anti-Onision video, and he mentions the anti-Onision video. And earlier on, he's saying Leafy, or something like, or no, he said he was going to make the video on H3H3 because it would get a lot of views, even though H3H3 hadn't done anything. Now, I'm not saying Onision hasn't done anything. I'm just saying that he made it for the views. Leafy made his Onision video for the fucking views. I mean, hello, Onision, why? All the things he brings up, all the things these fucking anti-Onision rants keep coming out with recently, because it's fashionable at the moment, it's like shit that happened years ago.